What is up?
Hold on. I'm trying to do this. Go here. All right. Do you see it? How's everything look?
I'm gonna check. Let me see. Let's see. Search Gamestas. Let's see. Live today. Where is it? What the heck? I just had it in a. Wait, what? I think I got it. Okay, I got it.
Got it? I did too already. I already got it on my phone. This is how it's gonna look. I can't get rid of the side. That's the only thing that is bothering me.
What do you mean the side?
Like how
I have an advertisement right now for Twitch. So.
Oh, it has on the side. Jesus, we just got a notification. I don't know for what. I can't look.
Everything's happening so fast. Okay.
Trying to get the reactions.
You got a follower. That's what it was.
Who?
I don't know. I just saw it real quickly and it just disappeared.
Oh, Frag, thank you so much for the follow. I'm so sorry, man. I am literally trying to do a podcast with my friend Rachel, and we're trying to figure things out here. We've never done this really before. Actually, I just realized what I can do. Give me a moment. Now looking at the stream and the way it's going. Oh, it's going.
I'm looking at myself and then I look up there and I'm just like, I don't know what camera to focus on. Look at you or to like look there.
Well, if you just do it to the camera, like your phone, it's gonna pick it up. Let me just put this like this a little bit, and then it should be, close this, and let's go back to Skype and enter full screen. Oh, I still had volume on.
Hello.
So, Rachel, what's up? How are you doing? Welcome.
Hello. I'm doing okay. How about you?
I am, hanging in there. How was your how was your day?
Tiring, headache, stress.
Do you get headaches a lot?
No, it's just like I get really bad headaches when I like eat weird things. So like I went out to eat yesterday and I got a drink and I think it was because I haven't drank in a while, so I was just like headache. So, oh, and I just got the notification on my phone. It's like, watch this stream. So. It's
very glitchy though, not gonna lie.
I noticed that too. I'm a little worried. I'm like, I don't know what to say.
Hopefully the audio is just coming out. I guess we'll just try and talk. Anybody mentions anything in the chat, then we'll.
I can already hear Rashawn in my head saying that it sucks.
Nah, he'll probably give me a phone call and then just tell me like, hey, audio's acting up, or hey, visuals are looking kind of weird. It was nice that he complimented me though on what's it called? The last stream with the audio. He was like, audio's on crisp. And I was like, oh.
It was true because I was like, I noticed, but I was like, is it just my phone? But like, it was like really good.
I was very shocked because I don't know what I had done, but I was like, okay.
You just have to you have to remember certain things so you can do it for next time, if that makes sense.
Very true. Very, very true.
But it's like sometimes you do happy accidents that you never mean to do, and then it just works out perfectly.
I love when that happens, though. That's my favorite, is when...
That's true.
Especially when you're just like, what? Oh, my God. Thank you. They love me.
Finally, something works out for me.
Yeah. Especially if you're having like the headache that we had before we even got this podcast going. That was just update after update. Horrible.
I was like... All right, I'll be here. Should I send memes? I was like, no, I can't send anymore. It's pretty bad. It's pretty toxic.
So, do you like the Harley Quinn movie that came out? I'm only asking because the Harley Quinn in the background and then the Harley Quinn on your shirt.
The love of my life.
The love of my life.
The Birds of Prey one?
Yes, that movie with Ewan McGregor as Black Mask, I think his name is.
I liked it. I liked a little bit of it, but I wish it wasn't so much how like she explained like, oh, me and Joker broke up and now I'm all solo. Like I get it, but at the same time, it's like it felt like not like a Harley Quinn movie. Like I wanted an origin story of Harley Quinn if it was a Harley Quinn movie, if that makes sense. That would be really cool, like an origin story, how she became who she was. But it's like obviously it's not a big story, but it's still like she was obviously a human before she became, well, she's always human, but like she became crazy before and everything. Like she was a psychiatrist and she was like calm. Like I want to see her backstory, like who she really
I
was.
love that actually as her backstory. That Joker's kind of the reason why she starts losing it.
No, I agree with that 100% because it's like you don't think like this smart woman will fall for his tricks and she falls for it so easily.
Yeah, she definitely does.
So I like it. I like the movie. I definitely enjoyed it, but I want to go out my way to watch it again, if that makes sense.
I didn't even see it, and I'm a Batman fan. My brother tried to get me to watch it, but I don't. I like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of DC. Just not a fan of DC movies. Like they just don't win it to me.
Well, did you watched Joker, right? With Joaquin Phoenix?
No, I actually didn't even watch that. That's on my list because it's on Hulu, I believe, for free.
Off with your head.
Off with my.
That's a good movie. Like that movie's dark, but it's good.
I've heard actually a lot of people say that it's really good.
I think it got a standing ovation for opening night with like critics, and like they stood up for like 7 minutes. I heard for just clapping.
Well,
So I had to be good.
Who's your favorite actor?
That's hard. I'll probably say maybe Margot Robbie, just not just because she's Harley Quinn, but like her other movies, like her other roles, it's like she could get so tuned into a character and become that person. Or Ryan Reynolds. I really like Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds is funny.
He's just hilarious, and like I really like him.
No, go on.
Continue. No, continue.
Oh, I don't know. My opinion with Ryan Reynolds is I feel like now that he's done Deadpool, the role that he loves, I feel like he's never gonna get out of that.
Yes, I agree with that 100%. Because like I feel like everybody like started liking him because of Deadpool. Like they didn't know who he was before Deadpool. Like obviously you can know him from some other things, but like I feel like everybody just knows him because of that. That's like Margot Robbie. Like nobody knows her for lately much. Like when she did like say The Wolf of Wall Street, maybe that you know her from. Or like she did Tanya, like that ice skater who like supposedly cheated. Like nobody knows her for that. So
I saw
like,
the trailer for
just
that.
Knows her. It's a good movie. That's a good movie. I love movies, so I can't complain.
I don't really watch them. Well, I mean, now with Amanda, we watch a lot of movies. I used to not really watch that much movies. But Disney is funny.
You gotta watch more movies. Like, the movie theaters are back open, well, for now, but you gotta go.
I just love movie theater popcorn. Like, there's no movie out right now that has my attention that I would want to go to theaters to go see it. And I don't care for the whole Disney Plus and their whole, what's it? Like, you could watch it at home. You pay extra money for that shit.
I don't like that because it's like how they have like, okay, like the only thing I watched on Disney Plus, but like I have a coworker who has like these websites where you could watch everything, like anything you could think of is on this website.
Mm-hmm.
And I only wanted to watch Loki because I really like Loki, the character.
Yeah.
So, but it's like, I don't like how you have to pay to see like a Disney movie that's like a classic, like say Pocahontas. Like, why? Like, I don't want to pay for something that I saw like maybe like 20 years ago.
It's
like,
you have to pay to watch that?
Huh?
You had to pay to watch that?
No, but like I just don't like how Disney Plus has all these extra things that you could see old movies that you remember from your childhood, and it's like I get it, but it's like they're just money grabbing you, I feel. To watch like older movies that you've seen like 20 years ago.
It's a lot of nostalgia with Disney though. Like I've done it. I've already had that guilty conscience of watching Hunchback of Notre Dame or Hercules. Who doesn't? Oh my God, Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. What? The music in that? Phenomenal.
Oh, what's a Disney movie that I can watch over and over?
Exactly. Name it, and that's the reason why you'll get Disney Plus.
Just like, okay, maybe Beauty and the Beast. That's the only exception. But besides that, it's like,
If you own Beauty and the Beast, then I wouldn't even get Disney Plus then, because what's the point?
no, exactly. Oh my God, people are like messaging me. It's like the time you can't talk, everybody messages you.
That's how it
Like
usually is when Rashawn's here.
like,
What the
everyone, leave me
fuck?
alone. Leave me alone. I'm busy.
Rashawn just put in the chat, what the fuck?
Hi, Rashawn. We miss you.
I had to try and pull an audible, man. I wanted to do a podcast, so I messaged Rachel and was like, hey, you show up to all of our streams. Would you like to be a guest in our podcast? She was like, hell yeah.
Of course. Of course. The number one mod over here.
Oh, number one mod? I don't know about that one, Rachel.
I know he's here. If Rashawn wasn't here, you would have said I'm number one. But it's okay. I know he's here now, so we can't make him upset. We can't make him upset.
Oh, Rachel, did you see the trailer for Candyman, the new Candyman?
Yes.
Yo, I bring it up because Rashawn's in the chat, and I know Rashawn loves Candyman. But that shit looks really good. Like
it looks so good. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that.
Who's the producer of it? It's Peele, right?
Yeah. I have to say yes because I saw that I think he's directing it or he's a producer, one of the two.
He's good with scary. I feel like he did really good with Get Out.
Did you watch Us?
No, I did not watch Us. Look at you getting so frustrated. You're like, every show or movie I fucking mention, nothing.
It's just gonna be a silent stream then. It's just gonna be me all pissed off.
Awkward silence. Jordan Peele, thank you so much, Rashawn. That's who it is. He's producing it, right, Rashawn?
I have to say yes.
Yeah. I don't know if he's directing it. He's not directing. It's a female director. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's go.
Let's go for the females. Doing something crazy. Producing a movie. No, wait, yeah, she's a director. Never mind. That's higher up.
She's directing.
What's another movie that's coming out? Oh, well, I don't know. Did you see how they released the poster for Jordan Peele's next movie that's coming out next year? I think it's something, I can't think of the name of it. But like, he's making another movie that's coming out next year.
Damn. He's been busy. I can actually look that up. Hold on. Let me just close this and then I'll look at it.
I can't think of it, but I'm like looking forward to that. I feel like I want to say something with Nope, but that sounds so wrong.
He's got Candyman, Twilight Zone. Yeah, actually, it's coming out in 2022. It's called Nope. He's very just quick with the titles.
I'm so glad I got that. I was like, I think it's something with Nope, but I'm like, that doesn't sound right.
Wow, he's doing a lot for it, actually. He's the producer, screenplay, and director. That is a talented motherfucker.
He's really good, though, with his movies. Like, even though, like, he did only, like, Us and Get Out so far, I have to say. But, like, his movies are, like, good.
If you were to rate Us or Get Out, which one would you prefer?
They're both different stories, but I'll probably say Us.
Really?
Get Out is good in its own way because it has its good own storyline, but like Us is like that weird, twisty, like mind-fucking movie, and it's just like, damn.
Well, wouldn't you say that Get Out is also kind of a mindfuck because you find out that the villain is like his girlfriend?
Yeah, that's true. That messed with me too because it's like That was weird, and like her family was weird. The dad was weird.
Everybody in that fucking movie was weird.
I know, but I
His
feel like out of
movies,
all of them, the
his
dad
movies,
was.
his movie titles are My Spirit Animal, Get Out, and Nope.
That's great.
I definitely picture that being Rashawn's spirit animal, and then him just being like, ah, nope.
That the movie's good though. Like I definitely enjoyed Get Out, but like I definitely really enjoyed Us, if that makes sense.
So, without spoiling anything, what's that movie about? Us.
I'm so bad at explaining things. I feel like I'm gonna spoil it.
And then they all die. Oh shit, that was the ending.
Oops. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I have to say, like, it's about a girl who goes to like this like carnival with her family, and then like something happens at that carnival, and years later something happens again where at that carnival. That's all I gotta say.
So she goes to a carnival, and then a couple years later,
something happens that relates to the carnival because she goes there with her family, and something happens all over again.
Youth says that he can't wait for Candyland.
Candyland? What's that movie? I didn't hear of that one yet.
I think he meant to put Candyman, but
no, he meant Candyland.
Are they making a Candyland movie?
Yo, I want to see that movie. When's that come out?
They're like, must be high before watching this.
Exactly. Get your candy at the theaters now. Get your Skittles. Get your Sour Patch Kids.
No, there's no movie for Candyland. It's literally just bringing me to the board game. They still sell that? Oh my god.
Dude, it's going to be sick.
It's a horror movie that takes place in Candyland.
Yo, the lollipops are knives.
The lollipops are knives.
Damn, that took a twist. Damn. When's that come out? Obviously, Candyman. Okay, we knew what you meant. Sorry.
Damn, Rachel. Youth, how are you doing, by the way? Can't wait. Youth is going to be, he's taking a break and he's coming back to streaming the day after September 7th or September 7th, I believe. But he has some cool streams, actually. He does, plays piano. You should watch the trailer, actually. It's pretty funny. When you get the chance, watch the trailer.
What's it for?
It's Youth Games right there. He's the one in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but his trailer is so funny. September 7th. There we go.
Remember that date.
remember the 5th of November.
It's going to be Super Mario.
Super Mario. Oh, yeah. Super Mario Maker 2. Nice.
It's me, a Super Mario.
So besides Tomb Raider and besides Sims, what other games do you play? You're always watching our streams. What games does Rachel play?
GTA.
GTA, nice. Oh yeah, you. Have you played a lot of them or just GTA 5?
Mostly all of them. Like since I was like really young. Like the first one I played, I think, was San Andreas, and then I moved up to like Vice City Stories.
Oh my god,
GTA
Vice City
4,
Stories.
and then GTA 5.
What is your favorite one?
Vice City or GTA 4.
You don't think San Andreas is good?
Okay, I love that game so much, but it's not my favorite. Like, I like the story. I like how it's very customizable, but it's not my favorite.
Wow.
I have reasons why I like Vice City, because I like the 80s music. It makes me wish I was in the 80s. And then I like GTA 4 because I like how the guy is Russian, and it makes me think I'm this Russian guy who needs just to have to drink vodka all the time.
That's a weird reason.
I know it's a weird reason, but it's why I like the soundtrack to the trailer to the game too.
I loved the soundtrack to. It's because the main character is black, says Rashawn. No, I love the music to Vice City. Vice City has really great music.
that's where I got most of my music taste from that game. And then like I started realizing more music from that genre, and then I started going down a rabbit hole, and just that's why I really enjoy that game.
But what about 5? How do you feel about? Wait, how excited are you for 6? I think that's a better whenever that comes out.
I'll be 40 when that game comes out. I'm excited. I hope it's a bigger map, and I hope it's like some of the maps from the previous games, but I'm not expecting it to be, but I'm excited for it. Whatever it is, I'm just excited.
Where are you hoping that it takes place?
That's hard.
Yeah.
I don't know, because they did New York, they did Florida, they did California.
Miami as well. That's what Vice City is.
Yeah.
They should do Detroit.
Do they do Texas?
Do Texas. Isn't that what Red Dead Redemption is?
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that. I'm like, that's exactly what that is. Damn it. I don't know. It would be cool if they did like something in like Europe.
Well, actually, they did Europe already.
Which one?
I believe it's actually Grand Theft Auto London is the name of it. It's for the original PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got me on that.
I think that's one of the collections my sister's husband collects he almost has all the Final Fantasy games, like every one of them, and I think that's extraordinary. Cuz some of them are expensive.
Yeah. I don't know. Where would you want it to take place? That's the real question.
Honestly, I think it'd be cool to get a new version of Vice City. I think Liberty City already got that with Grand Theft Auto 4, and then San Andreas got it with Grand Theft Auto 5. I think it'd be cool to kind of see what Vice City looks like now.
That would be really cool. I would like to see the palm trees and how the beach looks like. The beach looks amazing in Grand Theft Auto 5. So when you look at it from San Andreas to Grand Theft Auto 5, it looks amazing. So I can't imagine what like Miami will look like.
Youth says that the one where it takes place in UK is Grand Theft Auto London 1961.
Oh, wow.
He fact checked us.
He really did, damn. Oof.
Or London 1961.
I bet like Austin Powers was one of the main characters.
Knowing Rockstar, it definitely was.
He just shoots a gun.
Oh my, he meant 1969.
1969.
Great year.
Oh my god, I could just hear Austin Powers in my head saying that.
Like as soon as he read 1969, he's like, "Oh, behave."
That's all I heard. All I heard was him, Randy, baby, and I was like, no.
What's your favorite Austin Powers movie?
I don't know. I haven't seen those movies.
Oh, there's both. 1961 and 1969.
Oh. I don't know. I can't think of the one it is, but the one when Dr. Evil and Mini-Me were in prison and he was like singing to him. I can't think of which one it is.
That's Goldmember.
that one's great.
They're all actually the second and the third one they still make me laugh. If I had
I could watch them anytime, they're just hilarious.
If I had to pick though, that's hard. Cause I quote from the third one a lot, like that whole "Daddy wasn't there to take me to the fair." Or no. What's the other one? There's another quote. Faja.
What was I gonna say? Oh, you got to let me know when you want to hear my lovely stories at my job.
Oh yeah, we could do that now, actually.
Because I'm just like thinking of one, and I'm just like, oh god, that's so bad.
Yeah, well, we can start that now. Actually, Tales of Rachel's job. We've heard one already. It was so good. My favorite part was when they were describing the rocket ship. It's the shape of a dong.
We were just talking about that. Okay.
All right, you ready?
No, this is just my brain's like, which story do you want to tell first?
Well, we have time.
Okay. I used to be a smoke monitor, so I used to have to hand out cigarettes to residents who used to smoke, and I used to be outside for 12 hours.
Ooh.
Snow, rain, shine, any kind of weather. Hot, cold, everything. And there was this one resident who literally was always naked, like literally always naked. Like there was no way you could put clothes on him. And he ran down the stairs, ran outside where I was, but the only thing he had was a sock on his, where.
He was a Red Hot Chili Pepper?
Yeah. Like, that's all he had on was just a sock covering his dong. And I was just like, why is there a sock there, not on his feet? So I saw that.
Wait. You wanted to know why he didn't have socks on his feet and why it was covering his privates. Rachel, were you trying to be like, hey, sir, take that sock off there. I'm trying to see some goodies.
No.
I'm fucking working 12 hours over here.
No, I just was like concerned because I was like, how did his sock go from there to not there? So I was just a little concerned. That's all.
Read what you've said.
Dude, that's impressive. Yo, that's great. That's impressive. It was a sight, man.
Oh my god. So what happened to him? Did you guys like...
I had to use the walkie-talkie to get a nurse to bring him back inside.
Was it a male or a female nurse that had to help bring...
It was a female nurse.
Oh, right on there, Junior. He's like, 2 ladies.
Oh, ladies.
He's like, the tip touches the end of the sock.
No, that's so bad. Stop. My socks are all not crew cut. They're mostly high socks. Oh, no, that was so bad. I literally looked at him and he was just like standing like, woo! Like throwing his hands in the air. And I was like, oh, God, please get this man away from me. What's another crazy story I had?
You need to stop. Just kidding. Keep going.
I mean,
bisexual.
He was bisexual. That's great.
Killing it.
Did I tell you about the story about the resident who fell down the laundry chute?
Yes, you told us.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then you told us about the one who like, goodbye horses. That's supposed to be like feces.
That story still traumatizes my brain till this very day.
Oh, I'm so sorry I brought it up then.
Just a daily reminder. It's just like, Rachel, you're having a bad day. Mic drop. Remember that day at work? That was so bad.
So,
what else? Oh, I had a resident beat up another resident with a metal chair, and the cops were yelling at me.
Why were the cops yelling? Wait, why were they fighting? Was it for the last little dessert bowl?
I wish it was that. No, the guy was in his wheelchair, and the other guy was in his wheelchair, and decided to take his urinal thing, whatever, and threw his pee at him, and the guy got mad, and the guy was like 6'3", and picked up the metal chair and started beating the guy up with it.
Instead of beating the guy up with the...
Yeah. So he just beated him up, and he broke his cheekbone, broke his back, fractured his skull.
Oh my God.
And the cops were yelling at me because they're like, why is there not cameras out here? And I'm like, I have nothing to do with that. Wait, the resident fell down and the laundry chute. He must have been trying to shoot for himself. No. He wandered around the building a lot, and like he opened one of the doors one day to the laundry chute, and he literally fell in head first and like just fractured his like whole kind of his body. So, but he was lucky because there was a pile of laundry underneath.
Saved by the clothes.
So, yeah. And then that resident escaped. I think I talked about that last time.
Yeah, isn't it that escaped and like you guys have no idea? Well, not you guys, but the place has no idea where they went.
They have no clue where he is. They never found any clues where he could be. Supposedly, there's rumors where, say, the family found him and they never brought him back to the building. There's rumors that the building, they're getting sued. The building is getting sued by his family. So there's rumors that supposedly a nurse killed him. There's a lot of rumors. So.
What rumor is your favorite rumor?
Should I even say that on here?
Oh no, never mind then.
I don't want to get part of this lawsuit, you know.
I get you.
What? That's a safety hazard. God, no.
Rachel, since we're having kind of like a delay a little bit, I'll leave it that you check the chat. So that way I know that you're getting it as well. Only because the fact that I'm getting it before you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like trying to look at it, but then I'm trying to look at myself, and then I'm like, where do I look?
I understand. I totally understand. I'll let you look at the chat. That way you read it, and then I'm just like, all right, word.
Cool.
So what other stories you got for us?
I don't want to be too dark because like some of them are like really dark, and I don't want people being like, oh God, like how'd she work there?
Yeah.
There was like one resident who was like really known for going behind the nurse's station and like trying to like hand out medications to the residents because they used to be a nurse. So every time they see the med cart, they will try to open it and like they're like, I'm doing my job, I'm a nurse, I have to give out the medicine. And they're like, you're not a nurse anymore, you're in a nursing home. And she just starts screaming saying, I am a nurse, I am a nurse.
Aww.
So that's sad. And like there's like this place is like really like sad because like a lot of the people who go here are like not mental cases, but like they have a lot of issues and like they're like really like not stable in the mind, so they have like a lot of health problems, they have a lot of psych problems, so like a lot of them done crazy things. Like I think I said that one time about the guy and his wife. Don't worry about it. If it's dark, I'll make a joke about it. Yo, I don't know. I don't know about that. That's pretty bad. Yeah, like that's dark. Like that guy who literally talked about his wife all the time, and like I found out he supposedly killed his wife. So that's dark. Like that's really dark.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy when I found that out because like he has like pictures of her and him together everywhere, and then they're like, yeah, don't listen to him. I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, he literally killed his wife. I'm like, eh.
That's insane. Like doing that, how does it feel like when you leave there?
In a way, like I feel bad because a lot of them never had family come. Like none of them like really had family members came. Like a lot of them were like bad people, so no family ever came to visit them. Like that one guy, he like never had family come, so like it's sad, and you just try to be that supportive person, but at the same time like you have to remember what they did, and you can't grow close to them because they still have that urge in their head. Like he had that urge to always like hurt somebody, so you can't grow close to them because they could hurt you, and you have to keep your distance.
Yeah, you've just brought up a good point, actually. The guy killed his wife, and instead of going to prison, he went to a mental hospital?
It was, so my first job, the job I'm talking about is a nursing home. So a lot of the people who can't stay in prison, like they were in prison for a certain amount of years, and then they get out, and they're not able to get places to live. Like they're not right in the mind anymore. Supposedly, the state brings them to here or the nursing home, so they just stay there because they have nowhere else to go. So when they leave prison, they come to where my job was, if that makes sense. Man, that man must have had connections. Jesus. He, like, there's like some darker stories I don't want to get into, but like a lot of the nurses told me don't go grow close to these people because like a lot of them like younger women, so you have to protect yourself like really really young, so you look underage, so stay away because they could like hurt you. So like you had to go in a room with somebody. You can't grow close to anybody. Like you can't be next to the resident all the time. Like you have to just do your job, go home, and that's it, and do it all over again. So like that's why it's hard for me because I love helping, and these people did really messed up things, but you want to always help them.
Yeah, that's really hard to handle. Like you're helping these people out, but exactly like you said, like they've done really horrible things. Oh my god.
Yeah, like it's sad because it's like you want to in a way help them and be there for them and be that voice for them, like lets them talk to you, but then when you grow close with them you have that fear, like are they going to do what they did to those other people? Like me, I used to be so scared feeding people because like there used to be knives on the table when I used to feed them, so like someone could come in and just try to hurt you. Like one guy, he literally took a pencil and chased me after the building trying
Oh
to
my
stab me with it.
oh my god.
So like they're crazy. Like one guy literally punched a female in the face, and one of the guy workers got so pissed and brought him to the ground. Like they're crazy people.
What do you need to get a job there?
You really nothing. Like I don't know how this place is still open. Like you could do any position. Like me, I was a behavior monitoring aide, so you don't need any qualifications for the job. You just apply and then most likely you'll get the job. That's what I was for the beginning. I was a behavior monitoring aide, so I had to watch people like the one who like just laid in bed all day, and you had to make sure they don't fall, or you had to make sure the resident who could stab you doesn't hurt anybody. So you had to just watch them and make sure they're safe and not doing anything they're supposed to not do.
Hmm. Any of
So like
them
it was scary.
any of them are your favorite or like ones that you love seeing every day?
Yeah, there's like ones that like I felt really bad for. Like they're, it's messed up because like there's one, like I don't know if this is too dark, but like he was an abuser. Like he abused people, but I didn't know about it at the time. And
Mhm.
like he was so sweet and so like loving and caring. Like he always like, how's your day, how are you doing, how's your family? And I didn't think anything of it, and I loved seeing him. And then I found out when he passed away, they're like, we are so glad he passed away. And I'm like, why? And then they told me, and they're like, we didn't want to tell you because we didn't want you to be scared, so we were glad you were watching him, but we didn't want you to be scared at the same time.
Hmm.
So like there's like one guy with his wife, like he was the sweetest soul. Like he would literally go up to you and be like, can I hug you, I am having a really bad day, and like just so sweet. And then when you found out what he did, you're like, oh my gosh.
That's hard. I don't know how you do it. Like,
It was a lot. It was like I had a lot of residents who were really rude to me. Like I had a resident's son who was like really really rude to me. Like he harassed me every day, and like I got along with his brother, and his brother passed away, and like I was there for him, and I'm like, if you ever need someone, I'm here.
mhm.
And then he just took advantage of that. Like he's like, oh, me and you should go out, and like he was like really bad news too. Like he had a lot of drug issues, but I'm like, dude, I'm just here for you no matter what. I'm just here for your dad. And then something happened, and then like he really took it too far, and I went to one of the nurses. I'm like, I can't deal with this. Like you have to tell him to stop, or I'm just about to leave because I can't deal with this at work. And they're like, oh, we'll handle it, and they never handled it. And the father yelled at me, got in my face like this, and screamed at me saying, you're not letting me see my son, you know I only have one son left. And that's what made me quit that place, because I felt so bad for leaving, but in a way I had to get away because I couldn't deal with the residents being rude to me, rude residents saying that all this rude really nasty stuff to me.
Yeah.
So I feel bad, but at the same time it's like I need to worry about my mental health before a job.
That's so true though. I mean, I think that's like the problem with a lot of people is they really want the money, but they don't think about. I knew somebody that was a correction officer, and that's actually
Oh
why
wow.
he left the job. He said that the shit that he had seen, he just didn't want to do it anymore. He was like, I'd rather do a different job. Like, the money's nice, but I would leave. I would go home just not wanting to go back.
No, exactly. And the thing is, it's like I didn't know this at the time, but like when I was doing 12 hours outside, this is like when I started doing 12 hours,
Mm-hmm.
they were underpaying me. So they weren't even paying me the amount to be paid from like what the minimum wage was. So I was getting underpaid. I was outside when it was snowing, raining, thunderstorming, hot out, just wearing scrubs. Like they underpaid me and they just abused my work. And they were just like, oh, we'll give you a bonus check if you stay this amount of time. Like one time I stayed there 16 hours,
Oh my God.
like three in the afternoon to the 7 in the morning the next day. Like they promised me so many things, but they never gave it to me. So like I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I was literally dreading every weekend working there because that's when I worked there every weekend. And it was hot and like in the winter it was freezing. Like there was only one like little heating section. But mind you, if you're sitting in the heating section and it starts snowing, like
Yeah.
you're getting covered in snow. So it was like really like abuse in the work environment.
So what did you do to help yourself kind of ease
I
yourself?
usually like play music. I calm myself down with that. And like I used to bring like these coloring books when I used to like when it was hot out and like I was just like I don't want to do this. I used to bring coloring books because it will distract me. And I used to have like some of the residents who like I got along with. I'm like, "Oh, help me pick this color for something or help me pick this for this." And it like just calms me down. So like coloring really helps me calm down. Watching YouTube definitely helps. So like I just find things that get me out of that space.
Well, Gamestas Paradise has a YouTube channel, so
Everyone subscribe, you know.
Had to drop it right there.
Mic drop. No, you gotta subscribe. If you don't subscribe, what are you doing?
But
Listen out.
so coloring helped you out. That's good. What would you do when you got home? Like,
Long showers.
gotcha.
Like that was the only place where I felt like I was not where I was at work anymore because like sometimes I couldn't even sleep because I had nightmares that a resident will come and hurt me and like there was one resident who threatened to shoot up the place and like I always had nightmares of going back to work because I always had that fear that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So as soon as I started a new job. Yes, very true.
What you said?
Yeah, as soon as you start dreading a job, that's when you look for a new job. It's
Yeah.
very true.
You just got to be smart with looking for a new job. I've left a job because I didn't want to be there, and I went to a place that was worse than that.
Same.
And luckily, I found another job within weeks that I was just like, bye. Like, don't ever want to fuck. Every time I drive
Bye,
by
Felicia.
there, yeah, every time I drive by, I'm like, wah! Like giving fingers to it. I hope nobody sees me one day.
You sound like Mario when you did that when he dies. That was great. But yeah, like after I left that place, I was like, oh my God, it was amazing. I found a place closer to me. Nope, it was just exactly more crap as always. So I'm like, yay. I think it's always the nursing homes. All nursing homes are just, they're all horrible.
Was the nursing home you were at, obviously, you're going to probably say yes to this, was it haunted?
Yes.
Knew it.
My first, the one we were just talking about, my first job, that's the one with all the crazy stories. They had a basement. I hated this basement so
Fuck
much.
that.
And I had to go down there to get the oxygen tanks. So, mind you, I had to go downstairs, all the way down. There was barely any lights. And you have to walk down this long hallway to get to the oxygen tanks. And there was like this old break room for the people who work in laundry. And there's a piano in there. and I literally walk past it to get the oxygen tanks, and all I hear is just one key on the piano, and I'm like, I'm out of here. See you later. Peace out.
You're like, nope, I'm not dying.
Oh, no, it was horrible. I literally was like, mm-mm.
My dream job
Nope.
would be streaming full time. That's my dream as well. Someday. The best
Maybe one day.
representation of nursing home staff was Ben Stiller on Happy Gilmore.
I never saw that movie. I want to know because I want to see if it is like that.
Really? You've never seen Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore?
Don't get me saying really when I ask you if you've seen this movie and you're like,
These are classics. Like, you can't even say you like Adam Sandler then. Like, don't even want to hear you say that. Because it's like, you seen Happy Gilmore? No. What's next? Never seen 50 First Dates?
I know, I'm ashamed. I should. Oh, I'm so sorry. Everyone hate me.
No, actually, I was ashamed of you, Rachel, when you said that Ben Affleck is one of your favorite Bruce Waynes. I was like, somebody get this girl all of the Batman movies, make her watch them, and then tell me what her favorite Bruce Wayne is. Cause
I'm waiting for my Christmas gift, so if you want to do that, give it to me for Christmas.
For Christmas? What, you didn't get a Christmas gift?
You get a Christmas gift. Here you go, watch all these movies.
Just throw it.
Just.
Yeah, I call him Ben Affleck. Yes. I don't like Ben Affleck as my Bruce Wayne. He's not my Bruce Wayne.
Oh,
not
so
happening.
Asslick. What's your job? I'm an asslicker.
I'm from Boston.
That's great. Is that what you just said? Yes, it is what you just said. I'm eating my hair.
Why would you be eating your hair?
I thought it would taste like spaghetti, but I was wrong.
I'm eating my hair because I thought it would taste like red Twizzlers.
Yo, that would be such a cool invention to make your hair taste like certain things.
No, it would not. People will start eating their hair. It's bad to eat your hair.
Everything's bad for you.
Well, no, like eating your hair is bad for you, Rach.
Everything's bad for you if you really think about it.
Like, I mean, too much of anything is bad, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm a salesman, which is also an asslicker. That's great.
I did not say that.
That's great. No comment.
So
I didn't say any of that.
So now, what is Rachel up to now? Like, are you working at a new place or?
Yeah, I've been at this nursing home for a year now. It's another nursing home.
Oh, this is the one that you got a raise on, right?
Yes, I got promoted to weekend supervisor.
Weekend supervisor.
I could be a Karen.
You be a Karen? Why would you want to be a Karen?
It's great. It's like they look at you because they're like, you're younger, and why are you telling me what to do? And I'm like, because the boss made me so.
Because I said so.
I told you to clean this toilet, and you didn't clean it a certain way. So, yeah, not bad. I enjoy it.
It's better than the other one, right?
1,000 times better.
Well, that's good. That's a...
Well, sometimes. The administrator is a tough subject, but I don't want to roast him on here.
You don't want to roast who on here?
I don't want to roast my administrator. He'll probably see this and get offended.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
I don't want to lose my job. Hey, guys, I'm back again. I lost my job.
You're like, what happened?
Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel because, gotta pay the bills somehow.
You should try and do a YouTube channel. What would your YouTube channel be?
Oh, God. I don't even want to know.
Like, if you had all the equipment, what would it be?
I don't even know. I feel like it would be makeup because, makeup's the only thing that, is my outlet. I really enjoy. So I'll say makeup. But I'm really bad at makeup too, so I don't know. Sponsored by water. Very thirsty today.
Youth says that he's making an OnlyFans, Rachel.
Yo, everybody should make an OnlyFans. Like, see, OnlyFans is like cool because you could do different things to promote an OnlyFans. Like, you could literally take pictures of your artwork and be like, oh, my OnlyFans. I know people literally just take pictures of their feet, and that's the only reason they make money. I'm like, that's nuts.
I should start doing that. Take pictures of my feet. I don't think anybody would like them, though. They'd be like, what are those?
What are those?
Yeah, for real. I'd be like, don't diss them. They're beautiful.
They're beautiful. You're just jealous.
For real.
Instead of OnlyFans, it will be Only Feet.
Only feet's for you.
Like, oh my god. I gotta pay the subs. No, like, that's like cool though, because like people don't just do OnlyFans for when you think of OnlyFans. Like, people do it for other things, but like, you make a lot of money on OnlyFans if you're really good with it. You do, but that's crazy. So
I don't know how I would even try and do. I mean, I love doing Twitch.
I'm gonna make an OnlyFans of my cat. Just pictures of my cat. Yo, drop your OnlyFans. I'll subscribe now. I'll start subscribing after this stream. I'll subscribe.
Right on that whole OnlyFans. Only cats. I'm sorry.
Only cats.
Only mammals.
Only mammals.
You can put anything as long as it's a mammal.
Dolphin.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this dolphin. Look at this dog.
I mean, if I worked at, like, I mean, I would not work there, but if I worked at SeaWorld, I would make an OnlyFans account of a killer whale and just be like, look at me jumping around. Whee.
Yo, you're on top of the whale.
Oh, that would be sick. I would have to have somebody record it, though. Rashawn would need to be there. Be like, hey, man, I'm about to get on a whale's back. Rashawn's like, I'm just there to see you bust your ass.
You're on top of the whale taking a selfie, and all of a sudden you're like in the whale's stomach. OnlyFans in the stomach.
I would be terrified if I got. Killer whales are crazy. Like, you ever see how they eat seals, like baby seals on the beach, the shore?
No, because baby seals are cute, and I don't want to see a baby seal die.
That's what they go for. They wait for when the mom takes the baby to the shoreline, and the baby's there. I mean, the mom is there to make sure that the baby is able to swim. So as the baby's starting to walk towards the water, the killer whale goes up and literally hops on the shallow end of it, gets on there, grabs the baby seal, and then literally hops back into the water, and that's it. That's the life.
It sounds like a horror movie that I don't want to see.
Yeah, when I first saw that killer whales could do that, I was like, holy shit. Like, I always thought they were just nice little fucking whales. Well, I don't know why, considering it has the name Killer in it, but...
Yo, that's a nice-ass whale. No, it's actually a killer whale.
And it dies singing Kiss from a Rose.
No, that's so sad.
There used to be a...
I will literally, no, I will probably cry.
Meanwhile,
you know what bothers me?
Wait,
you know those commercials when they do the thing with the dogs and they're like, if you donate this amount of money, you could help this dog.
Nope,
Why?
don't. I always change the channel when that commercial pops on.
I was at work and like one of the ladies, she's like, this is a stupid commercial. I feel like they're just taking our money.
I mean, it is sad though, especially the music. What is it? Like, oh, will you remember me? And they're like, will you remember me? For if you donate $5, you could prevent this boy from getting shot. Will you? Or starving from hunger.
Oh my god, it's like I want to say so many bad jokes, but I'm like, Rachel, don't say it on here. But like, dude, like I'm hungry too. I need that money for Taco Bell.
Oh my god, Taco Bell's the shit.
Oh, I love Taco Bell.
Yes. They
They
should
should take that song and put something that's supposed to be funny. The arms of an angel. In the arms of an angel.
Oh, I didn't even know. I just always thought it was a very depressing song. Fly away from here.
It's so bad. No, Taco Bell is the crap.
Yo, what is your Taco Bell go-to?
I was just about to say that to you. I was like, wait, don't say it. He's gonna say it. Oh man, steak quesadilla without chipotle sauce, chips with cheese, and crunchy taco, and a Baja Blast freezy.
You gotta get Baja Blast. I don't know why people go to Taco Bell and they're just like, oh, what do you guys have? And they go through the list and they'll be like, oh, I'll just have, a root beer. And you're just like, that's what you got? You know that Baja Blast is literally nowhere else, right? Like,
oh my god, the funny thing is there's two things. Like Taco Bell literally has a merch store that you could buy clothes from, and I'm always so tempted to buy something and go into Taco Bell and be like, I'm ready for my shift. What are you guys training me today? What's up?
Yo, Youth knows the exact meal to get.
Oh, Crunchwrap Supreme is really good.
Oh, that is my Youth, yes. I got a Baja.
Oh, you jerk.
You got one from work? What? My job doesn't even give you that.
My work gives us an ice cream truck every 2 weeks, and they're like, thank you for your hard work.
You got an ice cream truck? What?
Yeah, every, I think it came today, and I'm so mad that I called out, but, every 2 to 3 weeks, we get an ice cream truck.
We get a lunch truck, or a roach truck, as some people call it. This thing is a roach truck. It has no food. All it is drinks. That's all it is. It's like, damn, I was hungry, but I guess not.
Work at my job.
Why? Is there no food at your job?
They don't ever give us food because they're always like, oh, we'll give you ice cream instead.
What? Wait, so they make you go through all that headaches with dealing with all of the people there, and then they don't even feed you? You have to wait for the ice cream?
Yep.
That is some bull. I'm calling bull.
Oh, no, it's true because everyone's like this. There was this thing what they were saying. They're like, oh, the administrator's always thanking us for our hard work, and you know what he gives us? He gives us ice cream.
That's just a slap in the face, though. Like, why won't they give you food? You're there for what's the longest you've been there?
At this job, only 8 hours. The max I've been there was maybe 8 or 9 hours, but at the time, everyone gets pissed because we're always low staff. We are understaffed. We never have enough people, so everyone's pissed. They're like, so you can't give us an extra check, but you'll give us an ice cream truck. Thanks.
They're like, look what your extra check just got you guys. An ice cream truck. Vanilla or strawberry?
Yo, seriously. It's oh, thanks guys. You did so hard work. Here's an ice cream cone.
Yeah, for real. We actually don't have enough for the ice cream. It's just the cone. Just have that. And it's the shitty cone. It's not even a good one.
Yo, they literally give you an ice cream sandwich, but it's not the ice cream sandwich. It's just the wrapping.
We ate it before the meeting, but here you guys go.
Well, there was this thing that the boss, so he's Jewish, so they can't drink, supposedly Jewish people. So my boss decided it was a smart idea to have this thing called Tequila Tuesday. So he gave all the head workers, of the departments, tequila. And I was like, why is he giving the workers tequila? Someone's going to drink it, and someone's going to be drunk on the job.
Was anybody drunk on the job?
Who knows? Maybe. I don't blame him. If I had the option to just be drunk at work and just clean a toilet, ugh.
They'd be like, I'll be right back. I got to get toilet paper. And then they're just gone for hours. They're sleeping.
No, seriously. Oh, I heard there was a story that there was a person who fell asleep on the toilet paper in the housekeeping closet.
I've done that before. Well, not toilet paper, but I did it with the napkins at a fast food restaurant one time. I was so tired that I was like, yo, I'm going to the basement and taking a nap because this place had a basement. And I literally just laid down and fell asleep.
How is that even possible? I would never be able to fall asleep at my job, even if I was exhausted.
I don't know.
There's moments where I'm and I never fall asleep. Like, how do people fall asleep at their job? Or like there was like, or even at school. Like I don't even like. How do you fall asleep in school? Like I am so like.
School's kind of easy. School, you kind of do like that little that, but you make sure your hand is facing towards the teacher so they don't look at you, and you're just like, and you just
No,
sleep.
I'm so alert. Like if I hear noise in the background, like I can never fall asleep. Everybody falls asleep to this podcast. It's like they're like, it's my night routine. Efren's voice is so calming; it makes me fall asleep.
Have you ever had that with a podcast or a YouTube that the person's voice is just so relaxing? You're just like, I don't feel like doing shit. It's a weird question, I know. I just thought about it when.
I don't think so.
My iPad is about to die.
Oh no! What are we gonna do?
That means you're in charge of chat because I'll have no idea what's anybody says.
Oh great! All right. Multitasking Rachel, looking up, then looking down, looking up,
Rachel,
looking down.
You wanted to be a mod. Over up, bitch.
Okay. He says I'm falling asleep in approximately 2 minutes. Okay. Well, I'll try to do both.
You got this.
I just don't know where to look because I look at the screen and then I see you, but then I'm like not even looking at my phone because I feel like when I look at my phone, you're looking at me, but then I'm looking at the TV. I don't know where to look. This is a lot to take in.
It's all good, Rachel. You're doing fine.
This is a lot of work, man.
So earlier we were talking about depression and anxiety and stuff like that. What type of things do you do to help yourself with depression and anxiety?
Depression or anxiety? Mostly my little pen right here. This helps me out a lot. But I don't know. I feel like mostly I just like I love coloring, like I said. That definitely really helps me. And like depression, like that's hard because like depression's like one of the things that it's like I feel like I'm always trapped in my own head.
Mm-hmm.
So like I usually like I feel like it's always good to reach out to people, even though like I'm really bad at taking people's advice. A lot of people could say that, like Rashawn will probably tell you firsthand. Like I'm always like I need someone to be here, but I'm always like really bad at taking people's advice.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like I feel like I love talking to people. Like if I could talk about what's bothering me, it's like a little bit of a weight off my shoulder because I feel like I'm not so alone. But when I talk about my anxiety, nobody understands what I'm talking about. Everyone's like, oh, it's not a big deal. You're overthinking. And I'm like, I'm the queen of overthinking everything. Like everything.
Yeah, I get you. That's exactly where I come from with it. That's what we talked about.
This is a lot to take in. That's what she said. I'm going to pretend I didn't read that.
Well, that is what you said.
Yeah, but then when I read it over and then when he said, I'm just like, damn, I messed up. Oof. I've been seeing a therapist. See, I wanted to do that, but at the same time, I have such trust issues with like, I don't like opening up to random people I don't know unless I feel comfortable with them.
Mm-hmm.
So like a therapist is like hard because it's hard to find the right one.
Yeah.
So like I feel like it's always like trial on trial on trial till you find the right one. Like I tried getting a therapist like in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
It did not work out for me. I was like, ugh. Like it just felt like pressure and like making sure you're always talking to them, and like with friends it's like easier because it's like you could just talk to them, but the therapist is always like, what can we help you with today? And I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, because, you know, they are like, oh, we have you for an hour. You have to talk straight, you know? Well, it's kind of like this, like a podcast, like right now. Hopefully this is therapeutic for you.
Oh, every week. No, it's like that's why like I love talking, but at the same time I'm so bad at explaining how I feel. So like when I talk, the words don't come out like how I want them to be, if that makes sense.
No, it totally makes sense. Sometimes when I get very frustrated because of like my overthinking and stuff. When I try to explain to somebody, it's the same thing with me. Like I'll try and explain it, and then afterwards I'll be like, did that even fucking make sense what I just said? So I'll look at them and I'll be like, did you get it? And it's upsetting when they're just like, nah, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And I'm just like, ugh.
It's so freaking true. Like I'm always like freaking out because like I could be like, you like me, right? And they're like, yeah, I like you. And I'm like, but you like me, right? And they're like, oh my God, Rachel, stop. I'm like, I just want to make sure you like me. Like I want to make sure we're on the same page, you know? And like I'm always overthinking everything, and I feel like everything I say is always misunderstood. And it's just like, I didn't mean it that way, but like I thought you knew what I meant.
Do you feel like when you first meet people, when you first step in a room, let's say like you just walk in and there's a group of people, you don't really know who they are you more of the type where you go up and say hello, or do you kind of observe what they're doing and like who they are and kind of just stay in the background a little bit?
A little bit of both. Like I'll observe and watch how people act. Like how they act towards me. So if I walk in and then they see me and they don't say anything, then I observe. And if I notice something I like about a person, like like this weekend, for example, like I went to a tattoo convention, and like me, like I get really scared with like big groups of people because I'm always like, I don't want to be judged. I don't know what's going to happen. Like I'm always like scared what's going to happen. So like I'm just like panic attack setting in, and I'm like, I'm fine. And like, I'm like, if they talk to me, I'll talk to them. But like, I saw this one person, I really liked their outfit. I'm like, go out of your comfort zone. Just say you like their outfit. So I'm always like, I can't do that. I'm just, no. And then I go up to them and I'm like, I really like your outfit. And after I say it, I'm like, why did I do that?
That's so
like,
true. Yo, you saying that just made me think. So, wait, hold on. I had a panic attack at work today. Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
What happened?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, are you okay?
Oh my God. Those are terrifying when that happens.
I hide in the bathroom.
Oh, I had a Wawa. That's where I had it happen. My panic attack.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, what you were saying about when you try and push yourself to say something and then you finally say it and then you're just like, why the fuck did I say that?
I was so embarrassed. It always usually used to be females. Like every female, I'm like, I like your outfit. And then after I say it, I'm like, did I come off as a lesbian? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, all right, I gotta go. My face is red. I have to see you later. Have a good day. Jeez. Like, I freak out so bad. Like, the girl literally looked at me and, like, I think she was thinking, like, I was hitting on her. So she started saying things back. And I'm like, I'm just saying, I like your outfit. All right, peace. Like,
I hate when you try to make a joke to a random person and it just
that's the worst.
I tried it this weekend with Arlo. I was at Petco and this guy and this little girl were walking by, and the little girl's like, oh, daddy, look at the puppy. And he's like, yeah, that's a cute dog. And I was like, this is my guard dog, yo, watch out. And he just stared at me and looked away like I had, I don't even know, like not even existed. He was just like, nope, not having this today.
It's loading, and this fellow coworker who jokes a lot in a team meeting decided to say things like, I'm not being nice to Patrick because he's not nice to anyone, and other things like that, and it triggered it. Oh, geez.
Oh, wow.
Well, I hope you're feeling better now.
Yeah, that's really messed up. I hope the guy that made the comment after like realizing what it did apologized. Like, that's really fucked up, especially if he knew that that's something that you're very like close with.
That's the worst though. Like if you get along with somebody and somebody says something about them and then you're just like I get scared to like defend for the person because I'm like I don't want to start a problem, but like it's just awkward. So
It's always awkward. It's weird isn't it like, it's insane because when you're little, this is nothing that you really think about. Like you're little, you're young, you just you go up to random people and just say what's on your mind, and you're just like, yeah. And it's like all of a sudden now that we're older, it's like that conscious is there now, and that we realize what we do, what we say. It's just very weird to me thinking about it.
He told me he was joking and didn't mean to say anything that offended me. Oh, well, I'm glad you are better.
Yeah, very glad.
So, but yeah, it's the worst. I'm always like there's certain things where I'm just like, Rachel, don't say anything. Just keep your mouth shut. Be a mute. No one wants to hear their outfit is nice. Just go on your way.
Well, I'm sure people want to hear that.
It's just so awkward. Like, I'm always like panicking. I'm like, oh.
I should start doing that. Next time, like, I feel like I should say something, I'd just be like, I like that. I did say that a couple weeks ago at a pizza place.
I like your pizza.
No, this dude had like a cool, he had it that his hair went down, but it had like cool colors on the side of it. And I was like, yo, like, I like the colors that he chose. So I was like, yo, say something. And then I was just like, I like the colors of your shirt, man, of your hair. And he goes, oh, thanks, bro. I really appreciate that. And I was like, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Sorry for the voice crack.
I'm sorry, I just hit puberty.
Sorry, I'm 12 again.
And instead of like pulling the door, I push it, and then I just stared at him. And then Rashawn was like, it's on the right, it's the left side. The door's on the left.
No, that's so bad. Like, I was at Wawa, and that kind of happened to me. Like, there was a guy who had a skull face mask when we were still wearing masks. I'm like, I really like your mask. And he's like, thank you. And I'm like, all right, I gotta go now. I don't even want my hoagie. I gotta go. I'm kind of worried, newly gay, worried, and I get into a relationship, how I feel people say things to me in public. Well, that always is a fear, but I feel like if you're happy, that's all that matters. That's how I look at it.
It could be challenging. I see, like, I mean, I don't know personally, but I've seen people that when they come out, they like have the same fears. I have a close family member that is, and that was something that they went through.
So, panic attacks. It's a horrible thing.
Yeah. Do you have any things that trigger? Not asking so that way I'm just like, let's go to Rachel's house and do it.
Thanks, man.
Glad I'm on this podcast now.
Fist pump. No. What triggers my panic attacks? Oh, I recently had one. I think I recently kind of briefly told you how, like, I saw my old friend / ex recently with his new girlfriend.
Yeah.
That was a panic attack within a panic attack. Like, I literally felt like my soul just went out of my body and I just died. Like, I was just like, I need to get out of here. Like, I felt like my throat was like closing up because like it was so awkward.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I need to leave. Like, and mind you, I am leaving this like Wawa, and I was just like, I need to get out of here now. I get in the car, I'm like, we need to leave. We need to leave. We need to leave. And they're like, what is wrong? I'm like, just leave. So the thing that I could do to help me calm myself with panic attacks is like, I just put myself into like, you're okay, you're fine. At least it was quick, but like
a
it
calming
was so
state.
bad. Like, and then I got home and I kept overthinking it. I kept crying. Like, it was just like, Rachel, you're fine. You're okay. It was quick. It was over with. But like, sometimes like my panic attacks are so bad that I literally have to like watch something to distract my brain.
Yeah.
Like, and like, that's why like me, when that happened, like I was like, I couldn't watch a video to distract my brain because it just kept replaying that over and over. So like, usually I like watch YouTube, or like if I'm home, like this always helps me calm down because I'm always like, I need to breathe. So like that was like crazy panic attack. Like, I haven't had one of those in a while. So everyone's like, oh, you should take medication for that. And I'm like, no, like I just count to myself. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. And then I just talk to people who are there for me, and they're like, and they just listen, and I'm like, okay, I'm not that crazy, but I am crazy.
They say cold water's good, like to put on the back of your neck when you're having a panic attack. They say that it's like very calming.
I should go to Antarctica. I need to go there all the time then.
You would have no problems except survival.
You know, it's all right. Whatever happens, happens.
You would have nobody to talk to except animals and their bears.
And their bears. Damn, true. But, like, I heard there was, like, one thing, if you're having a panic attack, you should take, like, a little salt packet and put it on your tongue, and it will distract you. I heard that.
Oh, salt packet. I have not heard that one.
You put salt on your tongue, and, like, it stimulates something in your brain to forget what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
One of the things I think you are told to do during a panic attack is try to shock your senses. Yeah, something like that. I think it like just triggers something in your brain.
What did he say? To sharp your senses?
Yeah, so like use something to shock it. So he's like eat something sour, touch something soft or tough.
Yeah. That makes sense then. 'Cause it's pretty much what we're talking about with taking a salt packet or putting cold water on your neck. What you're doing is you're pretty much just making all of a sudden your brain's just like, instead of focusing on that, it's now focused on what the hell, like I'm cold.
Yeah, so.
Or damn, this is really salty.
Do you do anything like if you were having a panic attack to calm yourself down?
When I had my panic attack, luckily it was wintertime, so I was able to lower the window and get a cool breeze touching my face and do a breathing exercise. So I closed my eyes and I took a deep breath in, and then I would exhale, and then it's pretty much like meditation, but it's like just focusing on the breathing and then the cold air touching on me, and then I was calm. But my girl had to get me out of the place. It was at Wawa, and she had to.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was terrified, but she handled it really good. She was like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "We need to go like now." And I didn't even have to say it again. She literally just went right into reverse and then started going. And then once we got like further down the road, all of a sudden I could just feel like my heartbeat was going so fast, and then it just like started going like back to normal. And I was like, okay, like I'm fine now.
That's like really good though. Like that's how like I like me like when it happened, like when I was leaving the Wawa and like I crashed into them, like my heart was like fast just to see him, and I just thought it was him, so I didn't think anything of it. But then when I saw her, my heart just went like Bleh! Like it just literally couldn't stop, and I was like, I ran to that car so fast, like I was like, I need to leave now. And they're like, what is wrong? I'm like, can we just leave? And they're like, okay. And when we left, I just kept thinking, I'm like, why is this like driving me nuts? And then I just was like, breathe. And then like I did the same thing, like I opened the window, and I think that's what calmed my brain down.
Yeah.
So it's just like you need to find what works for you.
Very true. I mean, that's like with everything though. I'm sorry. I mean, obviously that's with everything.
Oh, you got a smart ass in the house, everybody.
What? Who is?
Not you.
Oh, I thought you were reading chat because my iPad died now, so I have no idea what's going on in chat. So that's what I thought you were doing.
Nothing yet.
So what type of music are you into, Rachel? Like, what's your go-to? That's my jam.
Oh God, that's so hard. Damn, you're just shooting fire with these questions.
Well, it's easy. You know, when I talk to Rashawn, I pretty much know most of Rashawn already. I've known him since high school, so it's like we have awkward moments.
Everything except country. That's all I'll say. I can't stand country music. I'd rather jump off a bridge.
Damn.
Seriously, like I hear it and I'm just like, nope.
I'm not that big into country, but I'm not to the point where I'll jump off a bridge. That's for sure.
Oh, nope. I really like instrumental stuff.
Like what?
Like orchestra. I don't know how to explain it. Like probably like stuff like Beethoven and like.
That's really interesting.
My soundtrack that I really, really like, that's mostly like instrumental stuff, is from Death Note. When someone asks me what my jam is, I say I prefer jelly.
Is that a song
Yo,
on it or
what?
the I prefer jelly?
No, there's one of the. It's one of the comments.
Oh.
You told me to watch it, and I'm watching it. But bro, I'm trying to multitask.
I'm so sorry. It's also the delay with the camera. I'm doing my best here. I'm working with you.
I know. At least we are trying something that we were worried about, and we got it to kind of work somewhat.
Yeah, this is actually like I feel the audio is going fantastic. Visuals might be a little bit but as long as the audio is great, it's pretty much just a podcast. So, you know.
Next time, if we ever do this one again, we could just do. They can't see me; they just see a thumbs up.
The thumbs up.
Thumbs up, subscribe.
The thumbs up right
Link
here is
in
Rachel,
bio.
everyone.
Link in bio is Rachel's Instagram if you want. Give her a follow. But what were we saying? Oh, music. So
Yes.
my favorite thing is like if you listen to the soundtrack to Death Note, like that soundtrack is like my all-time favorite soundtrack of everything. So
You could listen
I
to
really
it
like that.
from beginning to end.
Oh, I do it all the time. Like I could literally be cleaning my room and I'll put shuffle and I'll just listen to it.
Really?
Like I really like stuff like that, like stuff from movies, like the one soundtrack from Hereditary. I think it's called Reborn. Like I could listen to that on repeat.
So when you listen to it though, are you picturing the show in your head? Like what
Yes.
the yo, okay, I do that actually with some video games and some movies. So I kind of get where you're coming from.
It's weird because like I watched the show like 5 times. So after knowing the soundtrack so well,
Yeah.
I could watch the show and I'm like, oh, that soundtrack's for this part of the sound, like part of the soundtrack, and I'm like, oh, that scene from this scene, and it's like, yeah.
What is it about the anime that you love that made you watch it 5 times? Because how
I don't
many
know.
seasons are there?
I think it's only 2, so I think it's only like 36 episodes, so it's not even a lot.
Yeah, that's not that
But
bad
like,
actually.
I just like the concept of it. Like, did you see it? I don't know if you've seen it or not.
I saw it a long time ago. Like,
Okay.
yeah, it was one of the first things that I had watched on Netflix. Because me and my friend were getting into anime, and then he was like, "Yo, let's watch Death Note," and I was like, "Okay."
I got into it because, well, it's funny because at my first job there was a girl I worked with, and she's like, "Watch Death Note. I think you will really like it because you like spooky things, like you like dark things like skulls and like death." It's kind of, I sound crazy right now, but like
You like
I
Death
really,
Clock?
yeah, like I really like dark, the aesthetic of dark things, if that makes sense.
Mm.
So she's like, "You'll like this show," but I just never got to the point of it. And then like I started watching it, and I was like, "This is really good." And it's like it's just like you want to know what happens next. And then like I like the characters a lot. Like I really like Light. I like how he's like he looks like he's trying to do something good, but he's actually doing something evil.
Yeah.
I really like that. And then I really love L because he just seems so relatable and like so goofy. So I really like that. I love Farouk because like he's funny, but at the same time he's dark, and that's like how I feel like myself. It's like my aesthetic is like really dark. Like I really like dark things, but like I'm very goofy and like bright, and that's how he is. I feel.
Yeah, it's always funny because you're like, oh, spread positivity, spread love, and then you're like, I'm gonna die in like 5 minutes.
Yo,
And
literally,
you're just like,
that's me.
like when I was talking to you before, and you were like, you said something like, oh, I'm gonna probably trip and die, and I was just like, don't do that.
Oh no, I said that I wanted to die in a hole.
Oh yeah, I was like, don't do that. Like I was like, how
No,
are you?
literally. That's how I am. Like I am like I could be so smiley, but at the same time I'm like I can't. I wonder how I'm gonna die. How am I gonna die? Am I gonna die in my sleep tonight? How many times does it take for someone to die? Like that's just it's just my brain works. It's like Rachel, you need some help. Do you like my favorite author slash short story author slash poet is Edgar Allan Poe. So like that.
How'd I know
literally
you were gonna
shows.
say Edgar Allan Poe? As soon as you said all three of those, I was like, it's Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, I love him. Like, I have a blanket right now that's on my bed that's like the Raven. Like, I just like dark things. And so I always root for the villain. I'm just like, yeah.
What movie is your favorite villain? And like the movie that you hated seeing the villain lose?
I don't feel like they were a villain. They were just misunderstood.
Okay.
So I will say, do you ever see the movie Split?
Yes.
That guy, the guy, I can't think of the guy who played.
Yo, he's an amazing actor, actually. I'm about to look that up because he's such a good actor.
I can't think of his name.
I got you.
I'm going to say it's James McAvoy. That doesn't sound right, though.
Well, Rachel, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
It is actually James McAvoy.
Yes!
We are doing good. We've done 2 fact checks and we're right.
Yo, that shows I'm a real fan right now. I almost spilled my water everywhere because I was so happy. I was like, yes, I'm a real fan.
He is a really good actor, though.
Yeah, that movie, like, that shows, like, he got so misunderstood because, like, I think it's called DID. I don't want to be, like, don't come at me, but, like, I think that's what it is. Like,
don't come with the hands and everything. Don't come at me.
I'm already feeling the hate. Right. Shots are already fired. Calm it down.
It's not that serious.
Yo, I'm gonna get so much hate. It's alright.
I doubt it.
People are gonna comment on this on YouTube. I never want to see her in a video again.
Just be like, well, she's gonna pop up again.
What's up, y'all? Your little like vape thing is like invisible when you're like using it. I just saw that.
What happened? Oh yeah, because
like
it's green.
What is he doing?
It's like invisible. This one's sponsored by.
It's just like invisible. He's just like puffing something that's not even there. Like magic, he's a dragon.
I'm Gandalf, bitches.
Oh, you said you were gonna get a tattoo on Friday the 13th. Is that correct?
I was hoping to get a tattoo. I don't think it's gonna happen. A lot of places aren't really doing it. My girl tried looking at 2 places, and both of them, they pretty much they didn't give a solid answer. They just told her to follow their social media platforms, and that's how she'll find out. And she was like, I need to know this, though. Like, is it worth calling out of work or no?
Yeah, like me, I was wondering if my tattoo place was going to do it, but I was like, I'm seeing them next week anyway. So, but I'm like, it would be cool to just get like a Friday the 13th tattoo.
Yeah, I want to get something because I have a scar on my arm, and I just hate looking at it, and I want to get something over it.
What are you thinking of getting?
Maybe like an alien or like a little spaceship or something. Like just something kind of cool. And I saw this one symbol. It's supposed to be like the symbol of like rebirth, and I would love to put that over it.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I feel like that's just a beautiful thing to put over that. Like the scars from a very like traumatic thing, so might as well put something like a sticker.
There you go. Just plop. It's like a sticker that you get at the doctor's office after you got your shot when you were a little kid. Here's your boo-boo.
Oh, I was honestly going to be like, Rachel, you still get stickers when you go to the doctor's? Like, I have to beg for one.
Yo, I literally went to a tattoo convention, and all I kept doing was, like, stealing stickers from the people. I'm like, thanks. Thanks.
Me and my friend did that at a festival.
Thanks.
We kept going to all their booths just to get stickers.
Yo, literally, I have so many stickers now. I'm like, I don't even know what to do with them. I'm like,
just put them over a book or something.
But the thing is, it's like I don't want to waste them. Like I want to put them on something that I'll remember. And I'm like,
you should get a longboard. Then you could put them all on the bottom of your longboard.
Oh, he wants me to fall on my face. Another person. Check. Thanks, Efren. Thanks.
I'm just throwing out. I'm throwing out ideas, Rachel. Just throwing out ideas. I didn't know that you were going to be like, ah!
Hey guys, back on stream. I got a black eye, you know, falling from my longboard.
You would not get a black eye. You would get your whole arm like, hey guys. what's up? I just hurt myself. I was longboarding.
Everybody's blame Efren, you know.
A good
He's the
friend
reason
told
why.
me. A friend told me to go longboarding. Said it was a good idea for me. I gave it a shot. Now I can't feel my legs.
I can't remember, like that was like me when I tried roller skating. Like I was so scared the whole time. I didn't even move. Like I just sat there and I was like, am I gonna move? Like, mm.
I remember
So
the
yeah.
first time I tried rollerblading was because of this Disney movie. And I remember
Oh God.
asking my sister. My sister was the only one that owned rollerblades because we weren't allowed to have them. My parents were nervous that we were going to hurt ourselves, and for good reason. But
Smart.
yeah, for real. So my sister had them, and my sister tried to teach me. And in the movie, there's a scene where they start like going crazy, and they jump up and they touch their feet. And within, I want to say, maybe 20 minutes of my sister teaching me, that was one of the first things I tried to do. And I ate shit so bad. I like fell right on. Yeah. And then
Oh my God.
my friend laughed at me when I told him the story, but the funny thing is the same thing happened to him when he tried to do it. And I
That's
was there
great.
for it. So I was like, karma, bitch.
That's pretty funny. I meant to ask you. I don't know if you're gonna see it. I feel like you might. Are you gonna see Suicide Squad? Because I'm gonna see it Saturday.
I do not think I'm going to see Suicide Squad.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I just I don't know. Yeah. I mean, let me know how it is. I'm going to be streaming Saturday, I believe. So definitely let me know how it is.
Oh, and don't worry, I'll be on here. I'll make an appearance. I'll be like, "Hey, y'all."
Oh, this is something crazy that happened this weekend, actually. I feel like I was cursed this weekend. No lie. So, I had 3 moments where somebody almost whacked me in the face.
Whacked you in the face.
Yeah, like almost slapped me, literally. Like like this close, and my hand was like that, and I was just like, holy shit.
Why were they trying to slap you in the face?
No, they weren't trying to. It was just like they were doing something, and they like on a mistake went like this, and it would almost hit me, and I was just like, holy shit. So it was like on a mistake happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was 3 moments. One was Amanda. Amanda almost did it. She was yawning and went to stretch her arms out and then almost whacked me. I was just like, holy shit. The second one was her friend. She was like, literally, I think she was trying to check the time, and she went like that to go in her purse, grab her phone, and she went with her arm and almost got me in the face. I was like, shit. And then the third one was Amanda's mom. She was throwing one of Arlo's toys, and I went to get a piece of candy, and when I went to go reach, the toy literally flew right past my face, and I was like, this is not my weekend. Like,
I almost ran over a resident with a housekeeping closet twice.
what the fuck? Wait, this weekend? That's what happened to you?
It happened. What's today? Tuesday. I did it yesterday.
Oh my god.
I literally was walking down the hall, looking at my phone, not even thinking, and I almost ran over a resident.
Jeez. Well, why were you on your phone?
Checking my notifications.
Seeing if Gamestas Paradise is live right now.
Are they live at my job? Oh fuck no. Later on during the night.
Do you watch streams actually? Wait, no, you probably can't while you're at work, right?
I have my lunch break is like an hour, so yeah.
That's what I do actually. I'll watch people that are live if I'm at work. Like the UK people that I follow, they're usually live when I'm at work.
Well, I find it funny. Sometimes I go back and watch your guys' streams, and I'm like, there was the one that made me laugh so hard was I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to bed, and he's like, watch, she's not leaving. And I come back, and you're like, did you guys you left like 20 minutes ago? I'm like, just show him this meme.
We were literally predicting every time you were like, drink.
And you were like, and you said, oh, never mind. And then all of a sudden it said hydrate like 3 times.
I was like, Rashawn
he was mad.
Yo, that was so funny though. That was definitely a podcast that was so fun. So much laughs on that one.
I couldn't can't stop laughing because I'm literally looking at my phone. He's like, watch, she's not leaving. And I'm like, hey. He's like, there you go. She's still there. She's at the door. Hey. Wait. Not yet. I'm like, oh my God. It's true though, because I'm always like, all right, did they get my message? All right, they got the message. Wait, they didn't respond yet. I can't leave yet. All right, they responded. Wait, they didn't hydrate yet. Okay, they hydrated. Wait, is that enough? All right. Peace out, y'all. Like, I couldn't stop laughing so hard. I'm like, I just want to stay on the stream now and cop back on and be like, I can't sleep. It was like hilarious.
This one person that I follow has channel points that makes it that he can't move for like 10 seconds. And it is so funny. He was playing this game where it's like a war game, so it's pretty much PvP, and they're all going against each other. And I waited for him to meet an opponent, and he started to battle them, and I put the channel points in that he could not move. And all he did was he stared at the camera and was like, really, Gamesters? Really? That's what you're gonna pick right now? And I just sent the smiley emoji and was like, love you, bro.
That's so bad. Like, it was funny because you said that you didn't want to say hydrate, and then I did it anyway, and then you're like, that's what I didn't want to say because you did it. And it was like 3 times, and I was just like, I was like, oh man. I'm like, all right, I gotta get my channel points back up a little bit. I can't just keep telling you guys to hydrate.
Rashawn wants to, I don't know, he's saving up channel points for something. I don't know what yet. What I wanted to do was I wanted to also put channel points that during the podcast that me and Rashawn have to do improvs. At any moment, if somebody puts in those channel points, Rashawn and I have to go word for word and just keep a story going for like a certain amount of time. I just feel like it would be so funny because we would just come up with random shit. I think it'd be funny. I also want to do, because my mixer does audio voice changing. It could do it could do a high pitch one, and I want to try and do that also for channel points. Make it that if I press this button on my soundboard, it'll make my voice that way, and all of a sudden, instead of me talking like this, I'll be like, oh my God, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Oh my God.
Yo, I will lose my shit too quick. I'll be like, nope. I'm glad my voice can't be edited because people lose their mind.
That was literally me not even clicking the button. I just did that with my throat.
He went through puberty again, guys.
How?
Hi, guys. I'm going through puberty again.
Sound like Bart Simpson.
I could do, like, I can't do really impressions, but, like, I started doing this thing and I sound like Yoshi.
Really?
But I can't do, like, Yoshi! I do sushi!
That's really good.
So I'm just like, I don't know where I came it from. Like, I do, like, these weird, random voices out of nowhere. So I was at work, and my boss is like, can you do this for me? And I'm just, like, doing, like, Yoshi's voice. But, like, I can only say certain things in that voice, like sushi. And I'm like, sounds like Yoshi. I would love to do an impression of Harley Quinn. That is, like, amazing, but I will never get there.
I would love to do Mark Hamill's Joker. That Mark Hamill, I don't know how he does it. He's just so nasty at it. And it's
I love his laugh.
Yeah, it blows my mind that it's Luke Skywalker. That's what blows my mind. Looking at him, I'm like, you're Joker.
That blew my mind too. Like, I was like, what?
It was my sister's husband was the one who told me. I was like, oh yeah, like it's Luke Skywalker. He's like, you know who Luke Skywalker also is, right? And I was like, who? And he's like, Joker. And I was like, no, he's not. That's Jack Nicholson. And he's like, no, in the animated series, Mark Hamill does Joker. And I was like, no.
That blew my mind when I saw that. I was like, no. What?
And I love that he came back for I told you this already. He came back for the games. That's just fantastic. That was icing on the cake for those.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
What other, like, do you have, like, any impressions that you're very good at doing besides Yoshi?
I don't know. Yoshi just came out of nowhere. Like, I was just literally in the car and I was like, Yoshi! And then my coworker was like, please shut up.
Please don't ever do that again.
Oh god, I don't think I could do it on the spot, but I'm really good at humming Star Wars.
Really?
I don't think I could do it on the spot. Like, I don't know. I'm just like very random. Like, I can't do it on the spot, but like when I'm just like talking to somebody and I'm just like bored, I'm just like, Yoshi!
It's always those. It's a moment. That's why.
No, it's true. Like, you just have to. It's just the spare of the moment. Like, when just like random thoughts. Like, I would love to do Harley Quinn because like she's just like one of the favorite voices I really like. But she just has a very distinctive voice. When I think of her voice, they say it's based off a Brooklyn accent, and that makes me cringe so hard because most of my family is from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
So I'm like, oh, I wish I had that Brooklyn accent now. Brooklyn. So I think that's it. Like, there's one more person I can do, but I can't think of it.
Are there any voice actors that you would actually love to meet?
Oh my god, the voice that does Harley Quinn.
I had a feeling that was the... I have two. Mine would be the guy who plays Joe Swanson in Family Guy. I would love to meet him. I just want to know if he really talks like that. Like, I'm like,
he does.
If I'm like, hey, my name's Efren, he's like, hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Wait, is he the guy who voices the character in? Yes.
Yo, Crunk is the best. I do it to Amanda all the time because Amanda is really good. She's gonna get so mad that I say this, but she's really good at impersonating Yzma. Like that whole is God. That my voice? She does it so good. She's like, it's that.
Oh, the letter.
So I'll always be like I'll when he's sneaking around and he pushes up against the wall and he's like, oh, and he's like, I do it all the time. And then I'll be like, I can't believe it's your birthday.
Imagine getting a voice message from that, just being like, it's your birthday.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
But yeah, I would love to meet him. And then I would love... I had another one in my head and I just lost it. Oh, I don't know if you know. Let me look up his name. He's actually in... You've heard of the game The Last of Us, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So he's the voice actor of Joel in The Last of Us.
I'm just going to take off my AirPods because they're about to die, so hopefully you can still hear me. So I'll be right back.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Hopefully... Wait. Can you hear me, yes or no?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay. I was like, uh-oh. They're dying.
I have to look up the cast. Oh, his name is Troy Baker. If you look at this guy's career in voice acting, it is fantastic. So good. He's in the Batman games. He's in Uncharted. He's Joel in The Last of Us. It's so crazy. Wow. Yeah, he's in so many games, and movies as well. It's like, wow, you're very talented.
More talented than me, I say.
I couldn't even do some of the voices he does. How he does Joel's voice. That's just a very deep voice, and I could not do that.
Who is one character, comic book, movies, TV show that you wish was a real person in real life that you could actually meet?
Definitely Spider-Man.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, wait, no. Can it be even a cartoon movie or anything like that? Like a fictional character?
Everything.
Oh, word. Then it's Stitch, because I want Stitch.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that why Stitch is your thing on here?
Yeah, I love Stitch. I love that movie. It's such a cute movie.
I haven't seen that movie in a very long time.
Watch it. It'll make you almost cry.
He wants me a longboard so I could break an arm. He wants me to cry. Guys, listen to Efren. He gives bad advice.
Yeah, don't ever listen. I'm like, do meditation, Rashawn. Rachel, go ride a longboard.
Rashawn, don't get triggered. Rachel, go break an arm.
Go cry for 3 hours, then come back and tell me what's life.
Great. I'll see you on next stream. Why did you make me watch this?
It's like forcing somebody to watch The Passion or something.
Yeah, you know, the Notebook makes me cry. I was like, huh, no.
I've never seen The Notebook.
Be grateful. When you work in a nursing home and you see that movie fucks everything up for you because you're like, oh my god, it's so sad. You're just like a hot mess. I'm like, oh, it's so
Oh my
relatable. It's so sad.
Rachel, go work at a nursing home and watch that movie. Don't take advice from Rachel.
Notebook.
We're just horrible fucking people to take advice from. Anybody listening to this podcast is just like, I wouldn't listen to these people at all.
Who listens to them?
They just give really bad advice. Meanwhile, like afterwards, we're like, spread the love, everybody.
Love, peace, and love. That's so bad. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to my job. Can they residents watch The Notebook?
Oh my god, don't do that. I'll be like, Rachel, you didn't show up on Thursday's stream. What happened? I was bawling my eyes.
So I'm literally gonna like, if I come on Thursday, I'm just gonna be like, hey, I hate you because I cried for like 3 hours after watching Stitch, a Leonardo and Stitch. Did you enjoy it though? Was it a good movie?
I cried.
I cried. Oh, well, that's good. You enjoyed it at least.
Wait, so you never had like a good movie that is just so beautiful and like something sad happens in it and you're just like, you cry, even though you know it's not meant to be a sad movie, it's just something tragic happens? Like most people, it's Bambi's mom dies.
You know, fun fact, I never saw that movie, and ever since I heard that happened, I never wanted to watch it.
Yo, actually, that's very interesting. I've never seen Bambi either, and that's... I just know Thumper because my brother had a plush of Thumper. That's it.
Yeah, I know the characters, but I never saw the movie. That's weird. Oh.
But you never had a movie that made you cry like that. Like you were like, oh my god. And it'd be like a Disney movie.
Yes, it is a Disney movie, and I did not expect that to happen, and it literally made me cry.
What?
Fox and the Hound, I think it's called.
Fox and the... Oh my god. What part made you cry in that? I can't remember it as much.
I think that the fox and the hound got along, but then the hound had to hunt the fox.
Yeah, when they're adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that like made me so sad because he literally, it looks like he's like, I have to do what I have to do. Like he was like hurting all the other foxes, and I was like, oh my god. No, they were friends, but they were friends.
Have you ever cried in the movie theaters?
Yes.
What movie was it?
I'm trying to think what movie it was. Oh my god, there was a movie. Oh.
What was that?
So stupid because I never saw all the other movies, but it definitely triggered me to cry was when Tony Stark died.
Oh, in Endgame?
Yeah, I never really saw all the movies, so when I saw that one scene, and when he's like, Peter is just like, I'm not ready, and I'm like, no.
Yo, that was hard. That was...
I cried.
Especially because, like, the way that Infinity War ends, and then Tony finally gets Peter back, and it's literally for seconds, and then Tony's gone.
I literally was, like, crying, and my ex looked at me. He's like, are you gonna wet the popcorn?
No, I'm just adding more salt, dick.
Making it more salty because it's salty.
See, I'm giving you more salt for your salty ass.
Seriously, I was just like, is that your main concern? Just hide on the screen. Yo, I had funny experiences in the movie theater too. When I went to go see Jumanji, when they made the remake.
With The Rock and his perfect smile. His beautiful smile.
See Jumanji?
No, actually, I did not see Jumanji. Only been told it's really good, and I do want to watch it actually because my father is picky with movies, and my dad likes both of them. He thinks they're really good, and the only reason why I didn't see it when the first one first came out is because Robin Williams is like in the other one. So I was like, how you guys gonna do my guy fucking Robin Williams like this?
No, that's true. That's true.
But I heard that it's so different though. Like it's not like they tried to remake it. And then I heard they also do winks towards Robin Williams' character, like in the second one or something like that, I heard. And I thought that was beautiful.
No, like I don't want to spoil it, but there was one scene and then
you could spoil it. It's okay.
Oh,
I'll still watch the movie. It's not like I'm not like after you say this, I'm gonna be like, oh, now I'm not gonna watch it. I really do have to watch this movie. It's on my list.
There's a scene towards the end, and they were like, "Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working?" And all of a sudden, the person in the movie theater is like, "This say Jumanji," and I literally couldn't help but laugh so hard. And they kept trying to figure it out in the movie, and the lady's like, "Say Jumanji." I just want to be like, "Shut up." She said it like 3 times, and I was just like, "Lady, they don't hear you." Shush.
Have you ever seen anything hostile happen at a movie theater?
No, but that would be awesome. Like popcorn flying, me just sitting eating my popcorn. Oh man, that would have been a show.
When I went to see Annabelle, there was a fight that happened right before the movie. Like the screen went dark, and then all of a sudden the lights just came on. Ooh, I just hit my mic stand, but the lights just came on, and then they pulled the 2 girls away, and then they came back and was like, the movie's free of charge, everyone. Like after the movie, please come back and we'll give you your money back.
What?
Yeah, and they gave us also like free snacks for it. I was like, oh shit, hell yeah, more popcorn.
I would have told everyone to fight. Hey, you guys, you want to get free shit? Who wants to fight tonight?
Uh-huh. I mean, if the 2 people that are fighting though get kicked out, so they don't get to enjoy the movie.
That's okay. I can find a streaming site that will give it to me for free. But that's crazy. Yeah, I never had that happen. When I went to my UFC fights, I saw a lot.
That's so weird. I was just about to bring up UFC to you. It's weird that you just mentioned UFC.
Like, bro, great minds think alike.
Like, anyway, you were saying, so when you went to the UFC event?
Yes. Which one do you want here, New York or New Jersey's? Because both of them are equally as crazy.
Tell me the main eventers for each event, and I'll let you know which one I want to hear about, because then I have questions about it.
Like the people who were fighting, like at the main card?
Yeah, the main eventers.
Main event for New Jersey was Edson Barboza versus Kevin Lee, and then New York was Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal.
I want that Nate Diaz. Let's go, Jorge Masvidal.
Okay. Donald Trump came to that fight, so I saw him. Ugh.
He's a big supporter of the UFC.
I know. That's the only reason why I could stand the man, because he helped make the UFC what it is.
A lot of people do not know that.
No, he's the reason why UFC is what it is. He's the reason why UFC is allowed to be, not allowed, but like he brought it into Atlantic City when it just first started.
Yeah, when every other venue was like, nope. This is too violent to be happening here.
No, exactly. So I can't stand the man, but the only reason why I kind of give him some credit is because he helped me like my very sport.
Yeah, UFC is a fantastic sport.
Oh, I love the UFC. So the thing with what's it called? Jorge Masvidal versus Nate Diaz fight.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people fighting in the crowds. Like it's just something you do. I don't know why. Literally thousands of dollars to get here, and why are you wasting all your money to just fight with a person?
Wait, was it men fighting men? I got the answer if that's it.
Men versus men, women versus women, men versus women. Like, mostly it was a lot of guys.
I was gonna say, I think the reason why they were fighting is they were probably drinking a lot, watching other people fight, and it was like they're like adrenaline was so high that they're just like, yeah, and then they just like punched other people.
You're recording it. I don't know if I have the one from when I went to AC. I think I have it, but like you could literally see people in the stands and like they were fighting and then they were rolling over the people in the seats, like
Oh my God, no.
punching each other. I'm like, Jesus. But yeah, a lot of fights happened. Like there was one guy who ran all the way down the stairs to try to meet Donald Trump.
Oh my
Like,
God.
like, and they were chanting like USA, and I'm just like, I'm here to watch a fight. I don't want to hear you chanting right now. Like, if you're cheering for the fighter, cool. If you're cheering USA for the fighter because they're from the US, cool. Don't cheer for the president who's just coming in. I want to enjoy my fight. Leave me alone.
Did you have a good time though? Besides that?
Oh yeah, it was a hell of a good time. Like I will go back in a heartbeat. Like I love watching fights in person because I feel like
What's it like? Like, tell me, what is it like?
so unreal. I will say so unreal. Like I met multiple fighters.
Names? Come on, let me hear them.
Jorge Masvidal, Edson Barboza, Frankie Edgar, Cub Swanson.
I know Frankie Edgar's cousin. Well, I knew Frankie Edgar's cousin.
Well, they're from Tom's River. So,
yeah. I worked with Frankie Edgar's cousin.
Cub Swanson, I met Adrian Sterling, Ella Quinta. Who else? I think out of all the fighters I met, meeting Jorge Masvidal was the craziest and the fastest I ever met a fighter, and it was just like random too. So like, they're just so down to earth people, but like at the same time, they're like literally beasts because you're like, oh my God, like seeing you on a TV is so much different actually meeting you because it was like I feel like the camera makes them look wider, but like in person they're like much thinner and like not as huge. But like when I went to the one in New York, I hate this guy so much. Nobody hate me for it, but I can't stand what's his name, Chael Sonnen. Like,
Chael Sonnen. He's such a good like on the mic. He's so good with the mic. Yo, how do you? Chael Sonnen almost got Anderson Silva to tap out. Or no, not tap out. He almost knocked out Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva turned it into a submission. That's how he lost.
Because he's a spider, Anderson Silva.
Well, yeah. Now he's a hurt little spider.
His legs are broken.
That was brutal. Oof.
Well, do you know Michael Bisping has a glass eye?
Yeah, actually, I did not know that. Most of his fights, he was actually fighting with like only one good eye.
Yeah, when I think about that, that messes with me so bad because I'm like, how do you do that? And how do you do it with a glass eye? Like
determination. He's been in the game. He was in the game for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like Michael Bisping, you remember the knockout that he got? Well, actually, he got knocked out. What's his name?
George St. is my guess.
What is it?
I was gonna guess George St. Pierre because when he fought him, he lost, and that like sucks.
George St. Pierre. George St. Pierre is the GOAT.
He is. You don't mention the GOAT.
Who is the GOAT?
George St. Pierre.
George Rush St. Pierre.
I can't speak.
Did you hear about his statue in Canada?
I didn't even know that there was a comment. Wait. Just watched a weird video on YouTube that showed up on my TikTok feed. Don't know how it's still on YouTube. I am a little concerned what that could be.
Wait, who wrote that?
I can't say it's F Games. I'm probably saying.
Oh, Youth Games.
Yeah. I have to use the bathroom, but I'm like, I don't want to get up and leave.
You could do that if you need to, or we could end this if you want to. I don't know how long we've been going for.
I have no idea. I don't mind. It's all up to you.
Hold on. Let me see how long. Because it's also 10 o'clock, and I know you have work tomorrow.
I have an energy drink. I told you I don't mind.
Oh, we've only been on for an hour. We're about to be on for 2 hours. So it's really up to you.
I don't mind. I could be on for a bit.
All right. We'll end this at 10:30. So if you want, you can go use the bathroom, and
I'll be back.
All right.
You start playing Jeopardy music.
Do 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 do. How long will she be in the bathroom? No. This was such a crazy idea. I'm so glad that you guys are here joining us. It's interesting because this was an audible pulled out of nowhere. I didn't want to go into Uncharted. I thought about playing Uncharted because I love it, but I wanted Uncharted to stay as Thursday because Thursday I think I'm going to do a long stream, and I'm hoping that I could end Uncharted and maybe we could start Uncharted 2. I don't know. We'll see how the night goes because I know the game gets pretty crazy, especially with later on parts. But we'll see. So I wanted to do a podcast. I like doing these podcasts. I feel like it's definitely nice to vent out kind of your feelings and stuff like that. So I wanted to do it. Unfortunately, Rashawn couldn't be here. But I'm glad that Rachel decided, like, yeah, I'll definitely stop by and, be a guest. And it was nice. I really appreciate it. And it's just so crazy that all this is even happening. I'm sorry about the whole visuals, by the way. I know that they're kind of crazy, but I feel like the audio is coming out great. And
I feel honored about you talking about me. I didn't even want to step back. I just wanted to absorb it all. I was like, oh, I'm so honored.
I was keeping them busy while you were taking your potty break.
I feel so honored.
Honestly, I thought that you just spit your water. I was like, oh my god, did we just get that on camera?
One day.
One day.
Instant replay.
Oh, I love, like, that's when you made, like, the best type of humor is when you see somebody spit their water up.
There's moments when I'm just like, when we've been, like, I'm almost done with this water, and I'm like, I hate drinking water, but I don't know why I'm drinking so much right now. It's probably because I'm so, like, well, it's leaking a little bit, but so dehydrated.
Water's very, like, I need to start drinking more water, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love how all I saw was you just like this, and then just like, mm-hmm.
1,000%.
I was like, luckily the audio picked that up really well that I knew exactly what she was saying. Yep. So, what would be your next UFC event that you want to go to?
Anything, to be honest.
Really? Would you love to go to a Vegas one?
That would be cool. That
right?
Would be like. But the thing is, I want to go with like I said, I used to do it with my ex. Like, I don't have people who enjoy it like I do. Like, they want to pay the money to go see it. So I'm like,
what's the price range of tickets?
It depends on where you're going and like depends on where you're sitting. So like me, when I went to the one in AC, the tickets were like 200, and like I was like, so this is the cage. You probably can't see me, but like the cage and like here. So like I was that far.
That's not that bad though. You got to see it. The fighters though.
Yeah, and then the one in New York was like 3, maybe almost 400, and I was like up high, like in the like bleachers, like not nosebleeds, but like high, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you.
So, but tickets, like the closer you are, like for big events like Madison Square Garden, Las Vegas, Texas, Florida, they're like almost like 1,000, almost like 700.
Coño.
So that's a lot. Like me, like the one with New York, like that one was like a big deal to me because I never went to Madison Square Garden.
Me neither.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, I want to go. And I just found out that Tyler, the Creator, is going on tour around the month of my birthday. So, wink, wink to my friends. Hello.
Rachel, I guess.
No. I was just saying it, in case anybody watches the VOD. They're just like, oh.
Like, it's crazy because it's like, that was like a big deal to me doing that, but like, it was so stressful. Like, so stressful. Because I had to book the hotel. I was like, trying to find a hotel closer to Madison Square Garden. My ex was not helping that much with it. He's like, "Oh, we'll get one, we'll get one." I'm like, "Bro, like you need to get a hotel now. Like we need to book this now so it's all ready." And he's like, "Ah," and I'm just like, "Oh, this is too much stress. Too much stress for my brain."
Well, at least you got to see it. All that stress paid out.
Well, in a way, it was like worth doing, but then it pissed me off because I took those like 4 or 5 days off from work because I wanted to be in New York for a couple days. I come back to work and they're like, "We didn't accept your days." I'm like, "Why was it on the schedule that I got accepted then?" And they're like, "We didn't do that." So the next day after I came back to work, they fired me and they're like, "We don't want you no more."
Yo, I had a job do the same thing to me. I went to a football game and I requested off that Monday so I could go to the game. And what's it called? I showed up on Tuesday and they didn't accept my day off, and they just told me to go home, and they never fucking called me again. I had to I went to their to the drive-through and I had to talk to an employee, and I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" And they're like, "Bro, I hope you're looking for a new job because they haven't even thought about you." And I was like, "Word," because I already am, but wow.
Yeah, it was like really. And the crazy thing is, this place I didn't don't think they did like paid time off, so like it was just days off. And like how I was gone for like maybe like 5 or 6 days,
Hmm.
I was only working on that check like 2 days. So when I got my check, it was only like $60 and they fired me and they knew I didn't have enough money to live off.
Wow.
So I was just like, and I was unemployed for like 9 months, I think, at this time. That like I just got my job where I'm at now last year of July, and I was unemployed since November the previous year.
Well, now you got this job. That's good.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, thank God. Like I always told myself, I need a job. I can't be unemployed for a whole year. So
Yeah,
that's why I need this job.
that's great. Glad that you. I mean, I know the job is can be difficult, but
Hmm.
glad to see that you're getting that paper.
Oh, exactly. That's all that matters. I'm like, just give me my money and I'll leave.
Yeah.
I don't want to clean this toilet again, but I just gotta do it.
Rachel, how many tattoos do you have? You
4.
have 4. I know you have the rose on your arm, which I think that's a beautiful reason why you have it.
Thank you. It's not done yet. I have this and this I have to finish next week, but thank you.
Oh, you have to let me see it then when you get that done.
Hmm. And then these two.
That's
And
really
then
cool.
I told you I have 1111 on me. So many more in the works.
Many more. Didn't you say that you were gonna get a Harley Quinn tattoo?
Hmm.
Where were you thinking about getting the Harley Quinn tattoo?
It's hard because I want her on my thigh to look at, but at the same time, I don't want her on my thigh because I think I want to do a leg sleeves. So like I might put her on one of my other legs as like on my calf.
Mm.
So so many ideas.
That's awesome though that you know exactly what you want. I think sometimes what makes me nervous about getting a tattoo is like I know when it comes to the alien I'm not, or the rebirth symbol that I was looking at, that I don't feel like I would look at and just be like, why the fuck did I do that? But I get nervous about getting um I know this guy who had like a stormtrooper on his arm, and I was like, yo, that's really cool because the detail was beautiful on it. But I thought about it to myself and I was like, would I really want to look at that tattoo every day like a stormtrooper? Just being like, I do like Star Wars, I know this.
No, that's me. Like even though like it's new, like it's not even that old. Like I got it within like the past 2 months,
Hmm.
and I don't regret it, but I'm already starting to not like it.
Which one? I'm sorry.
This one, the Rose and Dagger.
Oh, I think it's kind of cool because it goes with your other one.
Yeah, that was the point of it, but at the same time, now it's like it takes up most of my arm,
Mm.
and like I always wanted a full sleeve, but now I'm like, oh, I can't do that, but some people are telling me that like I want something with skulls on this arm. So people are always telling me like, "Oh, do something with skulls and it will relate to the dagger." And like I want like what's it called? I was thinking of doing a snake around it, so like the snake goes around the dagger and it goes around here,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Because I don't regret the tattoo. It's just like sometimes I'm like like I waited a little longer. But you live and learn. But my like whole sleeve, like here, like the rose and butterfly one, is like my favorite thing because it's so big and it's just my favorite.
It is really nice.
So the cocoon needs to get done in this and like maybe a little more, and then it's finally done. It's been taking a while.
How excited are you?
Very excited. I'm just excited to see it all together. Like once this whole arm is just shaded and like all covered, it's like finally it's done.
That's awesome.
So I'm very happy. So it's cool. Sometimes
So
I forget to have it. Like it could be like this covered, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's a small tattoo. I'm like, oh crap, there's more. But wait, there's more.
what shows were you into when you were young?
Oh, I think we talked about this on your last stream, but courage, 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 courage.
Yes, we did talk about it actually, and thank you for reminding me. I don't know why that's like a go-to question, especially because you're wearing, I guess, the Harley Quinn from the animated series, and it just has me thinking about cartoons. Like I'm just like, I do love the
Hmm.
fucking animated series of Batman. It is so fucking good.
What's your favorite video game that you used to play as a kid, and you could just pick it up and just play it all over again
There's a lot of games like that.
if you had to pick one?
Ooh, if I had to pick one, that's not fair.
Okay, you could pick three.
Oh, word. You just made this easy. Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater, San Andreas, and Conker's Bad Fur Day.
That was four, but okay, we'll accept it.
No, that was three.
That sounded like four.
No. Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater. Then there's Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. And then after that, it's Conker's Bad Fur Day. How many fingers do you have up, Rachel?
Oh, I'm a little special needs, they should say.
Nay.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Was there any games that you, when you were younger, that like scared you? Because I definitely have like one or two.
Games that scared me. I always avoided scary games when I was young. For good reason. Actually, Conker's Bad Fur Day had a scene that literally my brother and I don't know if you've ever seen Conker's Bad Fur Day, but it's a, like looks like a cartoon game, but it's all adult humor. And there's this one part where you go visit death and there's zombies coming after you. And it used to terrify me and my brother. Like when my brother played it, he used to jump. He'd be like, and then it got to a point we didn't even want to touch the game. Like
Oh
it was a
wow.
couple of days that we didn't touch the game at all. And then all of a sudden, like my brother woke up one morning and was like, I'm gonna try and do it. And I was just like, no. I was a chicken shit when I was young. I was such a chicken shit when I was a baby.
Aw.
Yeah, they used to call me Chucky Finster because I was just scared of everything when I was young. My sister was Angelica and my brother was Tommy because my brother was brave to do a lot of things and then I was always just scared, which is weird though because now it's like I'm not really scared. I do roller coasters all the time.
Yeah. Oh wow.
What game was it for you that scared you?
I think it's just the opening of the game. I think this is what it's called. I think it's for PS1. Yeah, PS1. Nightmares, Creatures, something like that.
Nightmares Creatures.
I think that's what it's called. You're gonna fact check it?
I can't even like fact check that considering the fact. Oh my god, it is a fucking game for the original PlayStation. Nightmare Creatures. It got a 4.9 out of 5. Wow.
Yo, that game, you have to look it up. Just like look up the opening to the game. It's so like what? Like, it's like literally, I don't know if you ever played the game or heard of it.
No, this is the first time hearing about it.
Oh my God. It's literally you're killing these creatures to kill this guy who literally makes these human slash creature beings. So he'll take a body part from a female, he'll take a body part from a guy, he'll take a body part from an animal or anything and just make it into a creature.
What the?
And you literally have to kill them, and like they're coming after you. You could play a guy or a female and you have to kill the main guy.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's like eerie, and like the music's eerie. There's like literally you kill somebody and there's like blood splatter. It's like I'm like, when I was a kid, that like messed with my brain because that opening, oh my God. And now that I'm older, I'm like, that's pretty cool, but like I'm like, yo, that's just
So Rachel was not all about darkness and crows. Rachel was like coloring, a dash of blue and some.
And she was like, oh, why not? It's not that bad. And then she used to go play Spyro, and she's like, yay!
Spyro.
That was like another game I liked. But another game that really freaked me out was Full Metal Jacket, like the opening to that. I don't know why.
Full Metal Jacket?
I think it's called Full Metal Jacket. I don't know why that sounds like. I think it's a movie.
Yeah. Full Metal Jacket is a movie.
I think it's Full Metal something. It's with cars. That's all I know.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Wait, why did that game scare you?
I don't know. It doesn't look normal when you have a clown face car that is running over other cars. That my brain thinks that's not normal, so that's why it freaked me out.
I'm trying to look up the game right now. Actually, I know exactly what game this is you're talking about.
He's like, Rachel was a little chicken.
Oh my God. Why can I not remember it right now?
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I hated that game. I don't know why. I think it was because of like the soundtrack. Like this didn't scare me. Like I really, when I look back at it, and I'm like, how did that scare me? But like the opening to the old Mortal Kombat, when it shows Raiden and like his origin story.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's weird to think about like what games were like on PlayStation 1 and like, you know what scared me? When you go on PlayStation 2 and it says your disc's not working and that red screen comes up. Yo, that's trauma right there. That gives me some PTSD action. I'm just like, don't play it.
Oh
you
my!
Start running the disc and you're like, why is it not working? Puts it back in.
I feel like they don't even make video games the way that they used to, like the consoles.
And it's like, I feel like openings to like say like PlayStation now and Xbox and like how things start up is not like what it used to be, because I feel like when it used to open like PlayStation 1, oh my God, the opening to that was beautiful, like so like obnoxiously loud, but like you knew you were playing on a PlayStation 1.
Everybody loves that beat that it makes. That's why even Frank Ocean used it in one of I think Channel Orange. It's how he starts it off, is with the PlayStation, like doing the whole doo-doo-doo. Yeah, if you listen to it, the first song, I believe.
I gotta look that up.
Yeah. Oh, the game that you were talking about, by the way, with the clown is called Twisted Metal.
That's what it's called.
Yep. That's actually the director who made Twisted Metal is also the director who made God of War, if you've ever heard of those games. They're really good games.
Yeah, no. I hated that much. I was just like, yep, nope.
I think those games weren't even meant to be scary, I believe. I think they're rated like, what are they? Oh no, they're rated M for mature. I thought they were maybe rated like T.
No, for everyone.
T for teens.
No, I really like my mom. Like I have the discs right there. My mom, I think I said in the last stream, she used to play the old Tomb Raider games.
Yeah.
On PlayStation 1. So it's kind of funny because like I have the discs like right over there in my corner of my room. And she had one disc that was like a demo for the next Tomb Raider game. I think it was 3. And it's just like so nostalgic because it's like how it loads up, I'm like, oh my god, like it's so old, but it's like
It's so beautiful though.
exactly like it's like oh my god, like even though I was like not even like born when the first Tomb Raider came out, but like it makes me wish I was because I would have loved to play those games when I was like younger, but like I did play them when I was younger, but like they were a couple years old at the time.
Yeah. They're
So
like that's what I love about streaming sometimes is that I get to go to the old systems. Like I could stream a Nintendo 64 game and it's just so weird just having to put the cartridge in and just be like, there we go, hit the power, reset.
oh, I would like I just love like I literally have my PlayStation 1 like right now under my bed and like I look at it and it's like it's so crazy how games evolved to what they are now.
Oh my god, yeah, like in saying that, I looked over and I was looking at the PS5 and I'm like, wow, I have every version that they've made since PlayStation 1. The PS4 took a little kicking, but
Yeah.
it's why the PS5 came to save the day.
PlayStation 5, who gotta be lucky if you could get your hands on those,
Oh, I was honestly very lucky for the price that I paid for my PS5. I've heard people pay ridiculous amount, but I think what I paid for was so good.
You get it from somebody, a store?
I got it from eBay actually. This guy, and he was from Jersey, so I went with him. He had a really good review, 5 stars, over 2,000 sales. So I was like, I'm gonna go with this guy.
Wow.
And it's nice because I got the system, a video game, a second controller, and then a USB port so you can charge both controllers.
Oh, that's a score.
Yeah, and the price that I paid was less than what some other people have paid. So I was like, I'm doing this. Like, this is really good.
Dollars for it. Like, I remember when people were getting their next stimulus check, they're like, I know what I'm buying with that.
I can't.
Like,
all I know is I paid less than like 1,000. Paid less than that.
So and you always use it. It's not like say like me, like I bought this like Xbox for myself for my birthday because I always wanted to.
Which Xbox did you buy?
Xbox One S Slim, I believe.
I
think. Don't quote me.
No, it's okay. I can't even see it, so.
Oh, we're gonna do a flip, everybody.
No, it's okay. You don't have to.
It's gonna be like, damn.
We'll just leave it as Rachel has an Xbox S Slim 3D HD 60S 2. What else are you adding to this, Rachel?
I'm just like going along with what you're saying.
Yeah, you're just like, yep, that's what I got. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it came with 3D glasses, man.
Wait, what happened?
Huh?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Just came with 3D glasses.
Yo, that's what's pissing me off. I sent Sony an email because I'm supposed to get an adapter so I'm able to use my VR headset on the PS5. I am dying to start doing some VR games. I have the Batman Arkham VR game and I want to play it so bad to show everybody what that game is like in VR. That opening scene is amazing. It is one of my favorite VR moments. Like, gives me chills the first time I fucking played that. I was like, yo.
Just hear that? He said it gives him chills.
It's so good. Especially in VR, because in VR, like, you have everything on, so everything feels very real. Like, you're just like, whoa. And Iron Man's extremely fun. I mentioned those two games so much because, like, I cannot wait to share them on stream.
You know who's gonna be on here?
Rachel! Rachel! Here to be the stream girl.
Oh.
Sorry, too much Sunny in Philadelphia.
I always hear stuff about that show, but I never watched it.
It's pretty funny. I find it very funny.
I don't got no more water.
Rachel, actually, it is 10:32. Would you like to call this good and done?
If you would like to, my Sir Efren.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good. We've been going for 2 hours. Let you get some sleep. I should get some sleep as well.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yup. Rachel, thank you so much for stopping by in the stream. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I'm actually like, I hope it all works out. I'll go back maybe tomorrow and I'll rewatch and I'm gonna cringe. But I'm okay to come by and make an appearance.
Don't cringe. This was so much fun. To everybody that is watching, thank you so much for joining in the chat. You, for Sean as well, thank you for joining in the chat. Please hit that follow button and also subscribe and like to our YouTube channel. We've been putting some videos up.
Find you and I'll find where you live and I'll make sure you subscribe. Sorry.
Yes, please like and subscribe as well if you want to see updates of what's going on. Gamestas.paradise is the Instagram, and I will see you guys. Rachel, again, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
You're very, very welcome. I'm so glad I was able to come by, and I'm always willing to come by again if you need it.
All right, everybody, you guys have a great night, and